I got the Puck Fair. Have you ever heard of this?
Is that like where Canadians just share their fucking hockey pucks?
Yeah.
Is
Hey, look at this collection.
this
Hey,
collection? Hey, it's pretty good.
Nice
huh?
puck there.
that's my
Different
my
weights.
Canadian. Yeah. Okay, so
Ooh, this was made in Czechoslovakia.
this is some Irish history.
Okay. Be careful.
Yeah, I know the Irish.
You really like
They get
antagonizing them.
ornery when we mention them.
I think you like it in a way. I think you enjoy it. You're the troll in you is like, I'm gonna do something Irish.
No, I don't. I just like to, I like to hit the algorithm. That's what it is.
Right.
All right. So this is one of Ireland's oldest fairs. It takes place annually from the 10th of August to the 12th of August in Killorglin, County Kerry. So
Okay.
County Kerry.
Okay.
All right. Every year, people go up into the mountains of this area and they come back with a feral goat.
What?
Yeah. So, like, the townsfolk go and they capture a feral goat.
How many feral goats are there that an entire town?
They have a whole bunch.
Okay.
And
I guess they're like hippos. Once you release 2 or 3 of them, they
Thousands.
yeah.
and they get a young schoolgirl. They pick one out.
I don't
And-
like where this is going.
And they name her the Queen of Puck. And they name the goat the King Puck. This is real. And they bring the goat out into a cage and they dangle him above the town for 3 days. And they celebrate and worship. The
The
pubs stay open extra late. And
There's got to be something lost in translation here. There has to be.
this is what they do.
What has happened with the girl? That is she just the,
I-
the
for a
queen for
second,
one day?
For a second, I thought it was like 5 minutes in paradise.
Is
Like
she
where they
up there with the goat?
Yeah, they locked the goat and the girl in a closet.
For 3 days, they're locked above the town. How are they surviving?
She's not locked with. I mean, they have food for the goat and stuff. She lives her life and like goes to parades and celebrations. It's like she's the queen
Of
of
the goats?
of the festival. Yeah,
What happens when the goat goes to the bathroom?
I guess it shits in the cage.
See, this is what
Yeah,
happens.
but wouldn't it like roll out down?
This is what happens when you have a heathen society. You know, like, what are you doing? Get rid of this. Get rid of this. There's no reason for this.
So when they're done after the festival, they take the goat.
Oh no! Do they
No,
kill the goat?
they release it back into the mountains. But think of this goat now.
It's fucked up for life. It's
Like-
what just happened? What just happened?
Why was I in the middle of this town for
Why
3
was
days?
I raised and pray? Am I a god? Am I a god?
It's probably curator.
Okay. There's a doorbell.
Yeah.
Am I a god?
Are you a god?
Are you a god?
So they say this stems from like 1613. King James the First. He allowed the fair to take place, but like he permitted it. But supposedly
alright.
this has even older roots. Like this is like pagan shit that they were
I
doing.
knew it. I knew it was pagan.
But it's not even pagan anymore. It's just like a thing this town does, and they don't even know why.
it's just a thing. Well, the pubs get to stay open late. That's why.
And like there's different legends. So now one is that Oliver Cromwell, when he was conquering and going into to Ireland, one of the legends is that a goat alerted the Irish to the invasion.
Oh, so they worship the goat, and then
So now
that
they
kind of makes sense.
worship the goat, but that's the thing. No one really knows. These are all kind of like legends.
Right. Right. That it's confusing. It's confusing.
Refuses to take my place.
Yeah,
It's fine. It's fine.
that'd be something.
So you missed this. I'm trying to figure out where
They're-
this came
they
from.
don't-
You
No.
can sit in that chair. It's not reserved for Tom Brady.
Yeah. Yeah, no one knows where this really came from. Like they suspect it might be a pagan thing, but it's just this weird thing that in this one town in County Kerry, they get a feral goat, they put it in the middle of town, and like there's footage of it you could see.
See, this is why we don't take
Now-
the Irish serious.
now-
Could it possibly be they were fucking with the English? Like what festivals will you be having this year? And like they threw
raise a
this one like
goat.
they threw this one in just to see if he was checking, and he allowed it. And they're like, okay,
And
now
now
we
they're
gotta go
stuck
through
with it. Yeah, drunk Irish guys like, we're gonna raise a goat. We're gonna worship him from the mountain.
Oh, all
Are you
right.
gonna eat him after? No, we're gonna let him go.
Oh, write this down. Oh, we're gonna put him in a cage and lift him, and then we're gonna take
30 feet in the air.
then we're gonna take a school lass and make her the queen.
He sounds more legit than the other one.
That makes sense. It's almost like they do it for no reason now. That's what's weird. It's like, well, we've been doing this since 1613, so I guess we have to. PETA came down at them. They're like, you can't put a goat in the air for 3 days. So they're like, fine, we'll only do a couple of hours now.
Come on.
This is real. And
Of all the things you have to worry about.
A couple of hours.
they think that it might be tied to this old Celtic festival, Lugnasia, which
Pagans.
symbolized like the harvest season. If the goat is a pagan fertility symbol, but
Yeah,
again,
you said it's in
nobody.
August, right?
Yes, nobody.
There's no solstice.
Nobody knows the real
Summer.
origins of this. It's just
in the
this.
summer.
It's just this weird thing they do in Kerry, and I'm sure some Irish guy's gonna email in and yell at us now.
I mean, please do, because this sounds batshit crazy.
Now it just sounds like we're gonna keep it up for the tourists.
I don't want, even if they correct us, I don't want their correction. It just sounds nuts.
So King Puck, yeah, it's a goat,
King Puck.
and they hang him
Now-
above town.
Can the same goat be king twice?
Who knows?
Because
Yeah.
they're letting it go. So it's a
I mean, if
chance-
they end up catching it again, yeah.
yeah, like there could be like some egotistical goat, like I get to be king again, capture me.
Yeah, maybe it just like wants to be.
Yeah.
I want to be
Yeah, like you-
hoisted in the air
yeah,
for
you're
8
getting,
hours.
Yeah, you don't have to be out there like worrying about fucking foxes and shit. and-
Yeah, you get 3 days off.
yeah, 3 days
In a
off
cage.
on vacation in a cage with food,
Worshipped
water,
as a god.
people drinking, like
It's
ah.
ridiculous.
And they have a statue of like King Puck. Yeah.
What about the schoolgirl?
I love it. That's great.
She like marches through the town with flowers and shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. That's little schoolgirl will feel good about that.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
nice.
sure it boosts her.
that I
ego.
like.
Yeah.
The fact that the king's a goat is very.
This feels
weird.
like Wicker Man shit, doesn't
yeah,
it?
it's midsummer shit. You know,
Yeah.
like something that you shouldn't be doing.
There's
probably.
like there was a darkness with this at one point that we don't know.
They
the details
definitely
about.
killed that goat back in the day.
Yeah, they probably like were
And
under
probably
the,
the
blood, yeah.
girl.
They erased that line
This
from
was
the
a
scrolls.
dual sacrifice
Yeah.
kind of thing that shouldn't be done anymore.